Feature Friday.
The freshest.
When we go and watch Big Bang If You
Yes.
live again.
Yes.
Bunch of live stuff.
Because they don't have studio. They have studio versions, but they are just lyric videos. We don't want to watch lyric videos when we can watch those videos that we're watching right now.
Yep.
They take you on a whole emotional journey, and we're about it.
True.
So Big Bang, If You in
Bangkok.
Bangkok.
Yeah, alright, mate.
What? I just didn't know if I was saying it right, so I had to repeat it in my brain.
Yeah. Bang and then cock.
Why you have to make everything dirty?
That's how it's. I mean.
I don't care. Don't say it again. We might get.
Maybe it's pronounced Bangkok. I still pronounce that sounds silly.
Bangkok.
Turns out it's actually pronounced.
I don't actually know how to say it. That's why I was repeating myself.
Yep, I'm sure people will let us know that.
Is that in Thailand?
Yeah.
Let's check.
Yeah, Thailand, no? Yeah, Thailand. Mate.
Thailand.
Yeah, it is.
All right. I always confused. Everything is confusing in my brain. When
Every
it comes
time
to
you ask me
geography.
that, it makes me even wonder myself.
Well, it's not my fault, all right? You're supposed to know these things.
It's like it's New York in Australia, and it's
You're
like
right.
it's such a question. You know, it's such a question.
Are you calling me stupid?
I saw this video of like, is there such a thing as a dumb question? Bunch of people, no, and then one, yes. It's like,
Yes.
yeah, there is. Unless you're in school. I think if you're in school, do ask the dumb questions, because if you're someone that's thinking it, someone else is also thinking it in the room. So.
Yes. So I think that's where my whole ideology of there's no dumb question comes from.
Yeah, I encourage it. Just make sure at least you think about it a little.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Fine, I encourage it.
I swear. This works sometimes.
Tour report. Okay, so yeah, let's go. Tour report. You said.
Tour report. If you.
May diary. Clean intro. I want our intro to look like that. It's all like written. Oh
Ooh.
gosh.
Sound quality is insane.
It's a joke, yeah?
I don't think it has subtitles.
Drip everywhere.
So weird to see them perform a ballad.
Yeah.
That's actually good.
Yeah, I've got the lyrics.
You know why I say that? Because they're bands like,
Because they look hard.
yeah, bands with that aesthetic and artists with like a certain look and a certain sound, when they try to do something different from what we know them for, suddenly aren't as good. Like they disappoint.
This is unique to K-pop.
I was gonna say they can bend and change and adapt to every genre so easily. It's incredible.
That versatility, it's unique to K-pop. Unique. You wouldn't expect, like, that's what I'm saying. If these guys were in the Western world, they were a band, and they used, they're a rap band, and then they're trying to do ballads, it would suck. It would.
Yeah, I agree.
But for some reason, the thing is not for some reason. It's because they're actually good and they could do this stuff. And if you're actually good at something, it will look good.
Yes, but even when you're good overall and you can just sing anything, there are certain styles that are always going to be your strongest suit.
Yeah.
But with K-pop idols, especially Big Bang, you can't really say, oh, this is their strongest suit, because they can do everything.
And they like to play on that. Like we saw on the, was it MA
Yeah.
performance? There's a bit where it's just heavy singing. Heavy R&B singing. And then there's a bit where it's just pop.
And there's a bit where
it's just
everybody's
electronic.
like, whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
so they really like to play on that theme, that to show that they're idols, not to show that they're just singers. They do everything.
Yeah, I agree. It's crazy.
That's what I always say.
Talk to me about the lyrics. What's up?
What I always say. There's so many lessons to learn from K-pop, man.
Yeah.
So the verse one is, she's leaving and I can't do anything. Love is leaving like a fool. I'm blankly standing here.
Oh.
And their lyrics seems like something they would say.
Yes, it doesn't seem like even if it might have been written by somebody somebody else. I can't speak today. What's wrong with me? They still seem to like fit the whole idea of the concept of the song.
It's very carefully written and produced. I mean, obviously it's for them and they're ginormous. I'm not sure we're in the pre-chorus yet.
Yeah, carry on. So we just have a kind of like
so
an
the pre-chorus is, I'm looking at her getting farther away. She becomes a small dot and then disappears.
Oh.
Will this go away after time passes? I remember the old times. I remember you. And then the chorus is, if it's not too late, can we get back together? If you're struggling like I am, can we make things a little easier? I should have treated you better when I had you. Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, tear-jerking ballads. I love it. I love it.
Oh, here we go. Stories in my head again. He's great. I like when they drag the note like that.
Yeah. They drive it into falsetto. So nice. Ooh. Yes.
Nice.
Look at their jewelry.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit, like grungy. Oh, it's nice. Yes, drum fill. Ah,
He's good.
he feels it.
Damn.
He's feeling that. Oh, love the stage. Ah, I love it.
He's such a
He
vibe,
looks
dude.
like the guy who would break your heart. He looks like the guy who will break your heart and then come singing this song and then you will take him back just because he sang that song.
He's got that Bryson effect of like, he would tell you he cheated and then he came back, you still take him back.
It's like, yeah, that's fine. Just sing that song again.
Just for the vocals.
And your heart's like, no, stop it.
Yeah.
I can't take any more
They
damage.
all look like bad boys.
They do.
But like, you know, like they could have a soft side to them. Or like a caring side to them.
I don't know. Yeah, probably. But it's still like, look at that guy. I mean, come on.
I just think they'll be the best guys to go out partying with, man.
Absolutely.
Clubbing,
100%.
house partying, roof parties,
Plus,
pool parties.
they are literally the bosses. When they call the shots.
Good. That's the type of people you like to be around.
Yes.
You know what's weird?
And they got cool outfits. I can even steal them.
Yeah. Yes.
Steal the aesthetic.
What was that? TikTok I saw. It's like, you know what I like the most? When my sister wears her own clothes and not mine. But there's that B where he says, if you're struggling like I am, can we make things a little easier? I should have treated you better when I had you. And if it's not too late, can we get back together? It's like, dude, I always say this.
Yes, we can.
If you've ever been in a situation like that, where you know you're both struggling,
yes,
it's obvious.
Yes.
You're both struggling.
Here's the thing. I feel like men don't man up and say these things. If they did, they would be still together. The relationship would carry on. And
But it depends what caused the breakup.
Taeyang, in this case,
They just
singing
have a
right
crush
now.
on him.
Let me use him as an example. I'm not biased,
Yeah.
totally biased, but using him as an example. He had problems with his girlfriend. They broke up. They were all by themselves and whatever. He made a song about, you know, his feelings and how he felt. They go back together, and now they're freaking married and living life.
Yeah.
Married life. Because he opened up about his feelings and he was willing to talk about what he felt.
But it depends what caused.
Men don't do that.
I don't know.
Don't like to do that.
I don't know. I also think it depends on what caused the breakup.
For example,
Say you
cheated.
No, that's tough. That's a tough one, dude. You're gonna need to come. I mean, no, that's you just being a bit of a. That's a. It's like I think that's a. That's a mistake.
I love to see you conflicted. This is the best thing ever.
That's a mistake that it's unjustifiable.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's a right and a wrong.
Yes.
But sometimes there's moments where, like for example, that one that I should have treated you better. Maybe like you were just so focused on your career, and you kind of, without realizing, you've put her to the side.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you're no longer giving her attention, or she's become, she's on the side. She's no longer your main focus. Your main.
Yeah.
And that's hard, because who's on the wrong and the right? Like who's to say you shouldn't focus on your career? Even if the girl was doing that to me, or I did that to a girl, like who's to say maybe we weren't ready for each other? But you can tell that you're both struggling.
Well, there is such thing as the right person at the wrong time, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like who's to say we were at the right time right now? Because if like for example, I've been in that position where it's like it's either focusing on my dreams, my career, my focus,
and
then,
everything kind of like lets itself and just kind of carries on the way it is. Yeah.
And unfortunately, if you were the girl at that time, you took a hit, and I, and it's like saying I'm sorry. It's not enough, because it's like I'm not really sorry either, because I was working on me, you know what I mean? But I also, you could obviously see you were struggling, and I was struggling, and then that bit of like, if we both know we're struggling, like I am, can we just take time and that is crazy.
I love when this happens.
That is crazy, dude. I don't know how these guys are able to just write stuff like that when it literally like sparks memories. Yeah.
It triggers memories.
That's why I'm telling you, if you're going through anything like this, listen to Bryson Tiller, dude. Just listen to Bryson Tiller.
Or Big Bang.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Well, apparently yes, because oh my god, those lyrics are so accurate, dude.
It's so weird. It's so cool. They feel they all look like they have been through it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It's the best part. Oh! He's wearing his heart on his sleeve.
Literally. It dripped, dude. It dripped.
He looks like an expensive pirate.
It's a nice necklace as well. Right.
Ooh!
Complex.
That's a complex bridge.
The backdrop is insane as well. Magician.
Yeah, top is like silently in the picture.
Oh.
I love it.
Tay Yang is a jump. That's a great performance.
What a job they did.
That must at least be a stadium or something like that. It's ginormous.
That's ridiculous.
I wonder what type of numbers they would do now, because they're still like one of the things I was super surprised, especially in the last podcast when we were watching like live performances and stuff like that. One of the biggest sort of conversation points was how influential Big Bang is, regardless of the amount of scandals they've been hit with, and and the bad press they've been getting, in the last few years and stuff like that. And people are basically like, we're pretty much used to it, to be fair, because they've broken so many barriers that they've always been at the back end of presses and scandals, never at the amazing receiving end. Yeah, so it's like, as fans, we're not used to it and they dislike it, but it's like we still stand by them because we don't only appreciate them as for their music, but they've shown throughout the years that they're actually genuine, decent people. And one of the things I was like,
which was on a very thin line a few years ago.
Yeah, and now, as things pass and stuff like that, truths come out, things
More
happen,
information comes out,
and whatever happens. But one of the things is they've left a mark on the whole industry, and that's undeniable. Like the little details like light sticks and performances that have, huge amount of choreography and stuff like that. That's all they've made remarks, breaking stereotypes, breaking the boundaries of the whole girls and boy acts and stuff like that. That then in Korea isn't that big and still isn't that big, to be fair. And people telling me in the comments like, Efra, if they would do, and I think they're coming back.
Yeah.
If they do a concert right now, it would sell out in seconds. And I was like, what the you know what I mean?
And it doesn't surprise me because look what they do. Look at what they do in such a simple setting. And
what is it called? VIPs?
VIPs. I think the fandom's called VIPs. It's incredible.
It's a hard name. I think that's the best fandom name.
I was gonna say you don't get any of the corny stuff.
Blinks is hard though. Blinks is hard.
And it fits.
And it makes sense.
Yeah, it fits their thing.
What's the XO one?
XOLs.
XOL. I mean, that's just the name. That's all right. XO
yeah.
lovers.
I don't know what the L stands for.
Sup people, if you're a dancer. Sup people, if you're watching this and you're a rapper or a beat producer,
a singer, a ghostwriter, or even just somebody who likes new music,
and this is for you.
Feature Friday is the show where we make new music every week featuring your tracks, your raps, your lyrics, or yourself as an artist.
There's no catch. This isn't one of those weird posts where you click on the website and you're trying to order AirPods and they say it's free and then you have to pay like $100,000 million for shipping. This is completely free. We understand how difficult it is in the music industry to get seen, and there's so many amazing rappers and singers and beat producers out there. So this is just a place to showcase your skills. We showcase our skills. We make music every week, which we love doing anyways. We get to show new artists to new people and new people to new artists.
So if you'd like to get featured next, message me here on Instagram or email me and we will get in touch pretty soon.
Please do it fast because a waiting list is forming and we don't want anyone waiting around. Keep scrolling by.
See you Friday.
Peace.
Bye-bye.